The Canada Energy Regulator, or CER, works to keep energy moving safely across the country. Before a company can build or abandon a federally regulated pipeline, power line, or offshore renewable energy project, it must apply to the CER. They will review and assess the proposed project and hold public hearings as necessary. The CER is committed to engaging meaningfully with Canadians, and in particular, Indigenous peoples, in our public hearings. Code for Canada embedded a multidisciplinary team of 3 professionals to work alongside the CER. Their goal? To bring their data skills, digital experience, and modern best practices to the CER to build a public engagement system that works better for everyone.
We as Code for Canada Fellows worked on uncovering and removing barriers for people who want to participate in public hearings at the CER.
We wanted to look at opportunities to improve inclusivity, see if there's any barriers that we weren't seeing to our tools and our systems that may be impeding certain people from participating in our processes, and we wanted to remove those barriers if possible.
Initial user research sessions found that participants were frustrated by the login process. They found the steps confusing and presented a potential barrier to participating in the public hearing process.
We're starting with the user-centered design, which is so key, and doing that research with users instead of just deciding we knew what the problems were and how to help just by making those decisions internally.
We put ourselves into the shoes of the primary stakeholders, the landowners and the people who want to participate, and tried out those participation tools, tried to fill out the forms and apply to be a participant, and just learned all the things that we would want to improve.
After we did all this research, we worked together to figure out what the best problem to concentrate on would be. So we did a couple of workshops together to hone down in on actually deciding, yes, we think the best way we can contribute to the CER's goal of more broad participation is to make the participation portal a heck of a lot more user-friendly and a lot more easy to use.
User research and rapid prototyping made it easier to identify opportunities to improve the user experience based on the level of participation. There are 2 ways to participate in the hearing. You can participate as a commenter and write a letter of comment, or participate as an intervener to present evidence and question others on theirs. In the current process, both commenters and interveners have to register to get approved prior to participating.
We currently have a system called the application to participate, and users have been finding the system confusing and difficult to navigate, and sometimes overwhelming.
Our team consulted with the commissioners and the VP stakeholders to get their buy-in to separate the commenting process from account creation.
By separating those 2 steps, they're able to upfront show the different timelines for those steps, the differences between being a commenter and an intervener, so that they could make that choice really quickly on instead of having to go through multiple steps and maybe picking the wrong choice for what was the best way to participate for them.
It's also a really great example of collaboration between CER staff, CER leadership, and the fellows, since all of these groups were needed to make this happen.
Then we went back to the drawing board with our government partners with one goal in mind: to reduce the number of steps in the participation portal.
When it came to improving the user experience, the fellows didn't stop at simply reducing the number of steps. They also wanted to ensure the remaining steps were easy and clear.
Another thing we did is we used icons to make the process feel more approachable and friendly. We also created a support chat bubble where people can enter their information in and their questions to the process advisors. And so that allowed people to get help along the way or along their journey.
What I'm most excited about is to be able to hear from participants that, wow, your system is really easy. It was intuitive. I got in there. It wasn't a waste of time. I was able to quickly know clearly what it was I needed to do and how to do it, get it done, and go on with my life.
The team conducted further user testing with participants and received positive feedback on their prototype.
It's pretty intuitive to navigate. You'd be, pleasantly surprised how quickly you'll be able to kind of figure out where things live and what things do. And I think it'll, make it like a less intimidating kind of part of the process.
For the CER, as we move towards digital transformation, what the Code for Canada project has really facilitated for us is simplifying and enabling users to interact with the CER on applications and hearings in a way that we did not anticipate.
I am excited to have a working product that'll be so much easier for hearing participants to use. I think it's a step in the right direction and in line with the goals that we want to fulfill: broad participation, better accessibility, and transparency.